Hey everybody, it's been a minute. Picked up some stuff along the way here and figured I'd share it with you today. Just, just taking a break from YouTube. I actually popped on for a few minutes. Cranky did a live yesterday, and he asked me to pop on for a few, and I did. And that was actually the first time I've been on YouTube in about a week and a half. Yeah, I've been in the comments, but just making content and stuff like that. I needed a break, so I took it, and I would like to welcome all my new subscribers. I picked up a few more over the last couple of weeks, and yeah, I'm not perfect. I'm not an expert. I am kind of vocal there. If I don't agree with something that's being circulated around on YouTube, I will talk about it. Everybody's welcome. I just ask that you be respectful of your fellow subscribers, and we're here to have fun. We're here to talk about metals and that. And my main approach to everything is what you can afford on a budget. You know, uh, you don't have to go out and buy 10-ounce bars and kilo bars and all that stuff. 4 or 5 at a time to be one of the cool kids. As far as I'm concerned, everybody here is a cool kid. So with that, I picked up the reason I was running my mouth as long as I was just now is just pulling it, trying to get out of the capsule. The capsule's kind of feisty. I've made mention in the past that I've worn some kind of uniform, one uniform or another since I was 7. Well, you say 7? Yeah. I was in scouts from the age of 7 to the age of 18. I thought I was going to get back into it when my son became age, but it wasn't for him. So that didn't happen. I do remember back in the day, I actually got to award my grandfather with his 70-year pin because he had been involved in some way, shape, or form with scouting from age of 11 till he passed away at 86. And with that, I picked up this commemorative 90% silver dollar commemorating the 100th anniversary of the Boy Scouts of America, which took place back in 2010. And it's a really cool coin. And I know, say what you want about the Boy Scouts, I can tell you for a fact that Boy Scouts was not what the media made it out to be. And there's a lot of shenanigans that go on nowadays that I don't like with scouts. Yes, I understand that nowadays girls want to learn how to hike, hunt, survive out in the woods, and do all the stuff the Boy Scouts do. That's fine. That's what Explorer Scouts was for. That's what Sea Scouts was for. But now every day you see posts where girls are making Eagle Scout. They've removed the word boy from Boy Scouts. It's Scouts of America now. And I actually kind of grinned when I looked at this because if you get right up close on this, there's a girl there. She's an Explorer Scout. Part of Boy Scouts. She's an Explorer Scout. But anyway, it is what it is. And then I went through and what I have left of my time in Boy Scouts was we got to be a part of the 75th anniversary celebration back in 1985. Big weekend long camping expedition at one of the metro parks, one of the Huron-Clinton metro parks, which is actually only a few miles up the road from where I live now. And my grandfather and I were real tight. He was involved in scouting, but this was actually the only overnight camping trip he ever went on with us, which, to me, he and I were attached at the hip. So that was pretty, that was exciting for me. And then we were challenged to reach out to Boy Scout alumni for a big celebration for the 75th anniversary. That was pretty cool. All I had to do was say, hey, Grandpa, we need you to be here at this time on this day. And I earned the patch. And then, but yeah, scouting was a big part of my life. I credit it with being part of the reason why I am the person I am today. And not, you're not hearing about me on the news, or, I don't have a record or whatever, because they kept me on the straight and narrow. Now, something else that I commented on a YouTube video that T the Silver Stacker did, and he was giving away a 1 ounce silver channel round and a copper channel round that he poured, and I won the silver round. So now I have 2 T the Silver Stacker channel rounds, and these are really cool. These were done by Silvertown. Really, really cool to look at. Proof like finish, the whole 9 yards. Awesome. And then I did some wheel spinning, and you know what? I know better. I have really cut back. I know I've been really preaching whatnot for a while, and I will say this: I have cut back to only about 4 or 5 people that I actually follow or will buy from now, because if you're doing wheel spins every once in a while, that's great. That's cool. That's fine. Something different. But there were people on there that I no longer follow that used to do auctions that now all they do is wheel spins, and they want to start the wheel spins out at $30, $35, and you end up with a gram of silver or a copper round, and you paid $35+ for it. But like this past weekend, I spent quite a while on one of our friends' whatnot auctions. Well, they were doing the wheel, and he starts them out low price. And I got some pretty cool stuff, and I got the additions to the copper collection. I got another Aztec 5 ouncer, which I love the Aztec. This is like my favorite round, silver or copper. This is literally my favorite round. So I was, some people won't get excited about. I get excited about certain things, and that's one of them. And I also got this was a giveaway that he did. I got the 1 ouncer to go with it. So these will be headed into the copper collection. One spin, I did come back with a colorized Trump round. So these are always cool. I will hang on to this. I got a tube of colorized going on, a little bit of everything. So that'll definitely stick around. And then he also had, well, let me stop for a second. Did a couple more spins, ended up with a gram of silver each. I'm not complaining. I got plans for these. And also, let me see here. Another spin where I ended up with a silver proof Kennedy $50. It's 2021. It is silver, what some will call modern silver, but it's 90% silver. So I'm not complaining. Silver, yes. So it's silver. And then also they were doing they had 10 envelopes, and I ended up with a 1/2 ounce Walking Liberty round. Not complaining. It's silver, and didn't pay an arm and a leg for any of the spins. So I'm not complaining. Then I did another one of my trusted guys on here, ended up doing a spin and coming up with a MS66 1972 50 centavo minted in Mexico City. I learned that's what the MO stands for, is Mexico City. So not silver, but it's cool. It's a cool foreign coin. I'm not a big fan of slabs, but hey, again, it was a very cheap wheel spin. So let's see if I can get that to focus for you. Oh, might help if I turn it the right way too. Here I'm doing the American thing. Oh, I did have it going the right way. All right, there. Wake up, Mishy. There we go. All right, there's that. Here's your. So pretty cool. Almost resembles the Aztec round. So that's cool. And another spin gave me another one of these guys, the 5-ounce Kraken with the glow in the dark eyes. I will gladly add that to my collection also. And let's see, now this one, I know nothing about these. So, I mean, I don't know if what I got's like mega cool or what, but I ended up with a couple of ancients on a spin. So, I don't know, maybe my Silver Journey can tell me, or I know Silver and Gold Stack Attack's got a few of these. Or, if you guys know a whole heck of a lot about ancients, let me know what I got here. I will stick those in a safe place. So that is what I got so far. That's my pickups. And like I said, I didn't have a whole heck of a lot to talk about here the last week and a half or so, almost 2 weeks. So that's why I've been very scarce with videos. Monday night, Cranky and I will be doing our thing at 6 p.m. Eastern. And hope you guys can pop in, hang out with us for a bit. And we always have fun. We talk about just about everything. Cause a lot of people stress out about the metals and stuff like that when, we get off topic quite a bit. But you know what? We're having fun. And maybe if we can get your mind off of all the silliness for a few minutes, or, we usually go about an hour and 15 minutes max. And if we can get your mind off all the chaos and stupidity in the world for a little while, that's what we're going to do. And we'd love to have you. Love to have you pop in. We always love interacting with you guys in the comments. And we talk a lot. But you know what? We're having fun, and we hope you guys are too. So everybody, have a great Friday. Have a safe weekend. And we will see you 6 p.m. Monday night. All right, everybody. Keep stacking, keep hunting. Have fun with it. Stack what you like, stack what you can afford. And we'll see you soon. Mishy's out.